Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, Elven Dragon. The last episode, we went and built up this fossil research lab, which, oh, great creeper. Which, as you can see, is not spawn-proof in the least, which is something we're going to be taking care of today, because we are going to be working on the interior decoration. But first, we need to get some fossils to restore to life. And unfortunately, these guys here just won't do. So that means we need to head to one of the biomes where fossils can be found. And just our luck, we have a swamp right here. Now the other place we could go look would be a desert, because a desert is dry enough that there is nothing that is going to break down the bones, and the sand will pile up over millions of years, and the sand that goes and covers the bones initially will eventually turn into sandstone. Now we should be able to find one right here in this swamp, because swamp waters are anoxic, which means that they don't have any oxygen in them, so there's nothing there to break down the bones. So I'm going to go comb through this swamp and the desert that I know of, try and see if I can find one, and then I will be right back. Oh. Oh. This is promising. I think we found one. Let's get some of the stone cleared away. Looks like we may have a nice big rib cage here. Alright, so now that we have this fossil here excavated, it's time for us to pack it up and take it back over to the lab. Alright, so now that we have our fossil, we just need to put it in here. But before we can do that, we need to first clear out these guys before they become pain, and put in the ceiling, which I think we're going to do out of smooth stone slabs. We'll just have top slabs all along there, and that will cover the entire ceiling. Then I think we will have some big fluorescent lights in the center here, which actually is the center, and we will make those using end rods, and we will put some white stained glass below that, and that should help light up this floor. I think do 4 spaces in between each one. Alright, so I brought the fossil back to the lab here and got it reassembled and unpacked, and I've decided that this one's a little too big for me to hang from the ceiling well, but what we will do is in this area we will have a bit of a museum. I think we'll put a wall out here out of these trapdoors, and that will function to separate out this fossil from the museum part of the lab. And then right through here we'll have various other fossils exhibits, little stands that have various monument like things. I think we'll have one stand here and another one here. And those will just be display cases. Then out in here we'll have various things. So we'll have sea lantern for a bit of light, and then we'll put an item frame on top and put an item in there. I think another one out here. Hello, creeper. I think this one will do Wither Skull. That just looks kind of weird. Anyway, so I think some of the other ones are going to be, we'll do a Nautilus shell here. I think we'll just do a regular bone. I guess right here works. And then maybe if we find some more fossils, we can put a bigger one here. Do a 5x5. And then we can put some sort of small fossil in here. But I think what might go good in these display cases might be some nether fossils. Should be able to grab a couple. I think I want to put, maybe we can try and do an ammonite fossil or something similar in here. This might not be big enough. Let's see, let's use this Nautilus shell as a comparison, because they are very similar. I suppose that works. Let's actually knock out these outer ones. You know what? Let's actually knock out these trapdoors instead. And instead of making the interior here 5x5, let's surround this with a thing of stone. Maybe I could grab some dead coral. Or sand. And then we'll do stone bricks. And then make that all fancy looking with the trapdoors. So now we can put, I think, glass panes on here would work. And then because we put this one block out, we can use glass panes instead of blocks to save us a bit of resources. Not that it matters, because we have a giant glass factory right next door in the form of the trading hall. Then I think over here is where we will put all of the lab research tech. I think we'll do it the same as we did on the other side here. Keep it balanced and mirrored. And let's see. So I know two of our equipments are going to be vats for growing the creatures that we are restoring from the fossils. Those will be right here. Build them up with glass up to just about the roof. So I think we'll top these vats off with stone brick slabs and connect a pipe to them out of iron trapdoors. You're not what's supposed to be in there. I've done a little bit more work in here, so we now have a refrigerator here for storing our samples, as well as a machine here to analyze some of the DNA, as well as a computer to give us the data. So now all that remains in here is to fill these up with water and put in the pipework. So for that, we need box up along here. Need trapdoor there. Piston. Lever. Okay, yeah. And we'll stick a lever there. So now we just do that. And that will keep the trapdoors positioned up even after we clean out the lever and the piston. Well, I guess max distance from the piston is probably good enough. Alright, so one vat is now full, and I have run out of iron trapdoors. But I did decide to put some sea lanterns in the bottom, just to provide some light, and hopefully stop things from spawning back here. So now we need to go grab some fossils from the nether, put in this area. But before we do that, let's go grab a small sample from our fossil here. And let's take this back to our analysis machine and have that process while we go down some more fossils. Alright, so we've arrived at the Soul Sand Valley, and I see one fossil up there. Let's go and grab this one, and let's see if we can't find any more. Which this speed boost from the soul speed is rather interesting. Oh, a nice big rib cage over there. So let's grab that as well. Oh hey, there's a ruined portal down there. Go check that out. Actually, I haven't found one of these yet. Iron nuggets. Ow. Hi there. It looks like about the only other useful thing. Ow. Here is the gold and the crying obsidian there, which will be fine if I can avoid sniper skeletons. Let's snag that. Hello there. No. No. Bad skeletons. Alright, so I'm just going to sit in this box for a little bit. And then we're going to go back to dealing with skeletons and hunting for more fossils. Alright, so we seem to have stumbled into a nice big bed of fossils here. That's also swarming with ghasts. Looks like this one right here is going to be the perfect size to stick in our display case. Let's see, I think the rest of these here are a little big for what we want. Let's keep looking and trying to see if we can find some that will actually work. Oh, that looks to be a good one right over there. If we can get rid of all these unwanted guests here. Let's snag this one. Did I look at an Enderman? Alright, so Enderman trouble's cleared up, and it looks like we have a nice fossil right here. So let's grab this one and head on back to the lab. I think that'll be good for fossils to display. Alright, so let's get these fossils in place here. So the first one that we found, go right here. And we have soul sand underneath here just to give it a look like where we found it. And now to make sure that this is spawn proof, we can knock out those. Move that one and grab our stairs and end rods, and we can glass that one in. And then we will top this off with some stone brick slabs. So next we have the big rib cage, and that will go right here. And then we will stick the small rib right here. Alright, so that is this side just about done. Still need another fossil thing to go over here. I think we'll put a coprolite in there. So let's get that in there. So now if we head over to the other side, I think we'll put the two bone structure right here. That bird block there, and glass that in. Now for this one, we'll do the bone we found that was lying down. But we will stand this one up, and we can glass this one in as well. So I think that just about concludes the exhibits for this area. Now all that remains is to put something in the middle here. I think what I want to do is put one end here and the other one here. Let's see. Those look like they do connect to end rods. Perfect. So we will hang those chains there. And then from those chains we will have a large mural made with these different colored concretes. And that will serve as a map of geological time, spanning from the Cambrian at this end all the way to the Cretaceous. And part of the reason we're starting at the Cambrian is because there aren't a whole lot of animals that evolved before then. And we are ending at the Cretaceous because I've never really been all that interested in the animals of the time periods that came afterwards. But I think I want to put another chain right in there. Yeah, there we go. Now this isn't to scale, but I think that should do. However, that is just about all the time we have for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. And I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.